all you magical beings. Welcome back to Casual MTG Decks. I'm your hostess Nora, here to whisk you away into a deck that's drawing 2 cards every turn. That's right, today we're diving into the double draw strategy. Where drawing not 1, but 2 cards each turn generates a ton. No wait, 2 ton of value in each game you will play. So it's time to hop into this deck. Bram, take it away.
So we are building a super fun, control-y double draw homunculus deck, and we're gonna start off with the creatures. First we'll go over our support creatures who are great for our double draw team, like the mischievous Mystic, who creates 1/1 flying fairies every time you draw 2 cards, and Prince Imrahil. He does the same, but he creates human soldiers. Minwoo is a cool version of Mangara the Diplomat. It has lifelink and will have you draw extra cards if you're being attacked by 2 or more creatures, or if your opponent decides to cast more than 1 spell in a turn. Garnet is another cool version of Loran of the Third Path. It can destroy artifacts or enchantments and can have you and your opponent draw an additional card just by tapping it. Next up, this ingenious Prodigy. This one comes into play with X amount of counters on it, and each upkeep you can remove a counter and draw you that second card. One last support creature for our homunculus army. Yes, we're getting to it soon. It's Wall of Omens, solid blocker for 2 mana that draws us a card. Now on to the stars of the deck. First up, of course, we need to include Fibblefib the Lost. Our most famous homunculus leads the army of homunculi and does what it does best. It draws you that second card. Nora, which other homunculi do we have in our deck?
How do you say Wings for Bros Host?
Yes, indeed, something like that. This 2-drop is a great blocker in our control deck. It has Start Your Engines, and after you have max speed, which is after your opponent has been dealt damage in 3 of your turns after the creature comes into play, it gains. If you would draw a card, draw 2 instead. And you know it.
2 cards, folks. It's like having 2 Monunculi instead of 1. Who doesn't want a backup buddy to help conjure up more mischief? Just remember, more homunculi means more snacks in the fridge. Trust me, they eat a lot.
Okay Nora, looks like you are well versed in the culinary habits of the homunculi, and yes, this one is also a great looter in our deck, and because it has haste, the bounded fetch can immediately draw you an additional card, and that's great in our deck. Nora, any other homunculi you would like to add?
With cards like the Homunculus Horde, we'll have an adorable army of minions ready to unleash chaos, and probably also ask for snacks in the process.
Yeah, they do look hungry, Nora. Homunculus Horde will multiply every time you draw your second card each turn, and this is definitely the coolest win condition in the deck.
It's like minions.
Yes indeed, Nora, and our minions also have a cool Topter Fabricator artifact in the deck that can create a 1/1 Topter every time we draw
2 cards?
Very good, Nora. Now blue and white are the ultimate control colors in Magic the Gathering, and this deck will try to control the game, but we still need to be creative, and that's why I added Extravagant Replication. It can help double up your homunculus horde, but we also play a bunch of card draw and removal permanents, great to copy with the replication. First one is Cast Out. It can take out any non-land permanent, and you can also cycle it to draw you that extra second card. Detention Sphere is also a great removal permanent for you to copy with a similar effect. A Law Mage Binding also costs 3 mana. You can play this one at instant speed to pacify one of your opponent's creatures so it can't be used anymore. An Oblivion Ring is also a great permanent you can copy with Extravagant Replication to make your opponent get a serious headache. We also play 1 copy of Fateful Absence to deal with creatures or planeswalkers, and if you decide to kill one of your own tokens, you get a clue token, which again you can use to draw your extra card. Another permanent that is great if you want to draw
2 cards.
Yes, indeed, it's called 4 knocks. It will give you an extra card for the next 3 turns. And of course you can copy it with your extravagant replication.
Oh yeah.
Let's have some more card draw permanents, shall we? Spare Supplies draws a card when it enters and leaves the battlefield. Instant Ramen draws you the extra card and can give you some life, and you can flash it in on your opponent's turn. And Mnemonic Sphere can immediately draw you 2 cards in your opponent's turn, or you can channel it for 1 blue to draw 1 card. Prophet Eidetic Memory draws you a card and also gives a creature a counter for every card you've drawn apart from the first at the beginning of combat. It's great for a combo with the Ingenious Prodigy. And to finish up our card drawing madness, here are some instances that work well in this strategy. Hieroglyphic Illumination draws
2 cards.
Think Twice can do the same, and Brainstorm even draws you 3 cards. Now a control deck isn't a control deck without
Mass removal.
Supreme Verdict is the best mass removal spell in blue and white, and then we have 2 other ones that work great with our homunculi. Battle of Bywater destroys all creatures with power 3 or greater, and then you create a bunch of food for your hungry homunculi. Dusk does the same destroy effect for 1 more mana. However, you can also cast it as Dawn for 5, bringing all your destroyed creatures in your deck back to your hand. Now we are still playing a nice blue-white control deck, so let's talk counter spells. Mainly those that draw us cards like Arcane Denial, Neutralize, which we can cycle, and Refute. All great to protect our homunculus horde, so don't play this one without leaving some mana open. And of course we needed to add 1 more copy of Counterspell. Now I have 1 more great card that I think is great in our unpredictable homunculus deck. I choose this angry homunculus beholder looking copy of Bribery, because what is cooler than just playing your opponent's best creature? Now, before we leave you, I do want to give you some really cool, interesting lands for our double draw strategy to finish up the deck. With this blue-white study, you can investigate and create clue tokens. Sky Bridge Towers can draw you a card. Memorial to Genius can draw you 2 cards, and Gates of Istvel can draw you 2 cards and give you a bit of life. Irrigated Farmland can also draw you your 2nd card if you cycle it, and both Prairie Stream and Port Town just fix your mana. I also added 1 copy of Celestial Colonnade and 6 plains and 7 islands.
And there you have it, our delightful double draw deck. It's cute, clever, and full of card drawing glory. I hope you had a blast joining me on this journey through our homunculus-filled playground. If you enjoyed yourself, remember to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which deck I should tackle next. Bonus points if it's another cute creature theme. And if you're in Europe, don't forget to check the link in the description down below to grab your free booster from CARDMARKET. Until next time, keep it casual and may your homunculi always be well fed.